إذا الفلسطينيين استرجعوا كل فلسطين شو بصير في 6 مليون يهودي؟
يتوزع حول العالم.
They would be
separated
they
in
would
other
be
countries.
spread to the rest of the countries or to other countries around the world.
So they'd be thrown out.
So يعني بينطردوا.
طبعا.
Of course.
Okay. They can't stay?
No, they can't stay.
Why?
It's our land.
Even the ones who were born here?
Of course. Even the one who born here.
Even the ones who were born here before 1948?
No, those ones no. They can't stay.
Now, okay, let's say pretend I'm Israeli and my grandmother was born here before in 1948. Can I stay?
Yeah, you can stay.
But that's most Israelis.
No, not most Israelis born before 48.
Many Israelis.
Okay, but it's not the most. Maybe 500,000 in the
I have to now find out the numbers, but okay. First of all, do you believe, let's start with this, do you believe in a one-state solution or a two-state solution? دولة واحد or دولتين? Okay, so I'll ask this. When there is Palestine in 1948 Palestine, all of it, it's all Palestine. When that happens, one state, what happens to the Jews?
لما تصير دولة واحدة شو نسوي باليهود؟
نفضل عرب.
Okay.
You're gonna throw me out?
بدك تزتها برا.
You're gonna throw me out? Really?
Why?
We're now Facebook
He
friends.
was jailed. He got his ass.
Okay, but we're now Facebook friends. You're still gonna throw me out?
Ask him. He's a witness. He was walking and they caught him. And ask him what he did to him. They started hitting him with his guns.
Yeah.
They hit him so hard. They took him to jail. They tortured him for real. 6 months. And I didn't even believe it. When I saw, I came from America. I haven't been here for a couple months. You know, and when I seen that in front of me, like, what are you gonna have? How are you gonna think of Jews and the Jewish army after that?
Yeah, but he knows me now. We've sat here and talked for an hour. He still would throw me out?
You guys took our land. You guys killed us, and you guys burnt us.
So you would throw Roy out too?
He said that there were Jews before the 48. Like,
yeah.
We let them in, we welcomed them and everything, and then
could they stay?
Nah, he says no Zionists.
Hold on a second. Wait.
There's a difference.
No, there isn't. But
There's
hold
a
on.
difference between Zionists and Jews.
No.
Yeah,
Well, there's a difference in the concepts, but I'm saying
Yeah.
everyone thinks they're a Zionist. It doesn't mean the same thing it means to you. Hold on. So who can stay once they take Palestine? No Jews?
Not one Jew.
Not one Jew, even the ones who were here before 1948. What?
Yeah, even before.
Okay.
That's his opinion.
I don't want to be your friend on Facebook.
So what should I do?
Speak to the hand.
So what should I do?
So what should we do? What should Roy do? Where's he going to go? He's not Canadian.
No one will let me in any other place.
شو خاصة في
بتقول لي من كندا.
هو من
Tell
كندا.
him my grandparents were in Iraq, and the Muslim people killed them in Iraq in 1940, and they ran to here, and I don't have anywhere to go.
هذول يهود عيد ست نصيدة بكوا في العراق. المسلمين قتل عائلتهم مهمة شردوا.
مسلمية. And I don't have anywhere to go. يعني جاي تستد منا.
شو استاذ؟
يستد منا.
نعم يا زلمة الله يقطعك. يعني هو بقول لك لليش هو جاي شارد من حرب هناك.
طب خليك شارد. شو بدك فينا؟ فيش سلام.
He said he could have ran anywhere else.
Now no one will take me.
He said everybody go back to where their origin is from. Can you name 10 Jewish people that have 2 generations that have been here?
Most Jewish people
2
I know.
generations.
More
like
than
their grandfather's
a lot.
grandfather.
Yeah.
Like you guys literally,
Many.
you have no tradition, you have no culture. It's sad, honestly.
That's
like,
not.
that's what you see.
No. But that's the. Hold on, I'll stop this because this is nice. If Palestinians take over all of 48 Palestine, they take back everything. What happens to the Israelis? What happens to the Jews?
They'll be like the Palestinians that are right here, right now.
What do you mean? There'll be an occupation?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think?
No, they won't be.
Is that what you want, or that's what you think will happen?
Well, they won't be an occupation because that would mean somebody from the outside coming in and taking over them. But it would be us reclaiming what's ours.
Okay.
So they would be our guests.
Okay.
So
Do you think they would be
have to
equal?
go by the Palestinian law.
Okay. Do you think they would be equal?
Would they be equal? They wouldn't be equal, no, but they would probably be given equal rights.
Okay, so what's the difference?
To be equal is like saying, are the Native Americans equal to the immigrants that come into the United States? That's the same thing. So the Palestinians are like the Native Americans,
Okay.
and the Israelis now are what the others that come into the United States.
Okay.
Or like everybody that came in on the Mayflower. That's how they would be.
Okay. Oh, the Israelis are like
Well, that's what
like
they are.
the Europeans.
That's what they are, yeah.
Okay, even though they were here before.
Who was here
The
before?
Israelis.
Where?
Here.
They weren't here before.
Of course they were.
No.
Jews were here before.
No, they weren't. Well, Jews, yeah, but not the Israelis.
What's the
There was
difference?
no Israel.
Doesn't matter. It's the same. They're still the same people.
There's a big difference.
Why?
Because Israel was... when was Israel established?
No, that's a country. So yeah. So there was also no France.
But see, it's,
You know,
it's
300
more-
years ago, they're still French people.
Right, but okay, so that goes back to Zionism.
Okay.
Jews were here before. Zionism didn't exist. They lived happily amongst Christians and Muslims too.
Okay.
And there were Jewish Palestinians, there were Christian, like there are Jewish Christian Palestinians and Muslim Palestinians. So Zionism came in and it just made them think with their Zionist ideology, thinking that they're better than everybody else. And they used Judaism as an excuse to justify all the atrocities that they committed against the Palestinians. A lot of it is forgotten right now because time passed by and people just decided to overlook it.
That's what you think happened?
That's what I know happened. Because there are still a lot.
How do you know that? Because you're saying what Jews think.
Because you have Palestinians that live in Lebanon and in Jordan and in refugee camps all over the world. And where did they come from? They didn't just pop up out of nowhere. They had homes, they had towns, they existed in what was known as Palestine.
Okay.
And then they were kicked
No,
out.
I'm talking about that Zionism says Jews are better. And how did you phrase it?
Well, Zionism is racism, and they look at Zionists. You could be, as long as you're a Zionist, you could be from Poland, Russia. You're welcome to come into what they call now Israel, and you could have everything you want. You get an apartment, you get all the stuff that you get in any modern world like the United States or in Europe, I'm assuming. But you could be born here, be a Palestinian, and you are not. You don't get any kind of right. You could be killed, and whoever killed you isn't going to be held accountable. Like what happened in this village over here, not so long in Kusra, a whole family was burned alive. The father, the wife, and one of the children. One is still recovering right now.
Yeah.
What happened to the guy that did it?
They haven't caught him yet.
They did.
No,
they
they
caught
didn't.
one of them. They gave him 30-day probation.
No, it's not what happened. Doesn't matter.
That's what the news said.
No,
That's
a
one
guy
of
was
their
taken
news said.
into custody for 6 months, but there's no proof that he did it yet.
Well, that's what they want to say, of course. It's how hard could it be when you have a few, well, actually more than a few radicals that are known in that area to do this kind of stuff.
Okay.
They could catch them if they wanted to.
So getting back to, so the Jews would stay if all of it becomes Palestine again. Wow. The Jews would stay.
Yeah, they could stay.
Okay. So they just wouldn't be thought of as native.
Well, they could stay. You know, it doesn't really matter whether they're native or not. Like you go to California. I live in California. I wasn't born in California, but I'm an American citizen. I get the right like any other American citizen gets.
Okay.
And there would have to be a law that would be equal to everybody. Now, whether that law is going to be, the next question would be who's going to enforce that law? The current Palestinians? I think that's very hard for them to implement that kind of law.
Right.
Because you can look at the laws implemented right now. There's a lot of corruption going on. Just like there's corruption in other places, in other entities, in other governments. I mean, it's ideal, but now is not the right time.
Okay.
What I think.
Okay. But is that the goal?
The goal right now, I think, is for peace to exist, to stop the killing, and then start step by step.
Okay.
The only problem is that it takes too long. It's taking too long, and a lot of Palestinians are killed in the process.
حل
الدولتين. What do you think of the two-state solution?
حل الدولتين دولة فلسطينية ودولة إسرائيلية أنا كفلسطيني مرفوض جدا.
As a Palestinian, I refuse this.
Okay.
لأن الأرض أرضي وأرض أجدادنا، كيف بدي أعطيهم أنا جزء منها يعني.
Because it's my land and it's my ancestors' land. How can I give it to someone else?
Okay. So if he takes back Palestine of 1948, what happens to the Israelis?
Okay, إذا بتسترد أراضي 48 شو بصير في الإسرائيلية؟
يرحل.
They can leave.
Where are they going to go?
وين ممكن يروحوا؟
من محل ما شو.
Where they came from.
What about people who are mixed and they're from all different places?
طب بالأشخاص المخلطين اللي هم من عدة أمكنة زي مثلا أبو فرنسي أم بولندية.
اللي أوجد المشكلة هو يتحمل مسؤوليته، بس أنا مش المواطن الأصلي مش.
Whoever found it, the problem should find the solution. It's not my responsibility. Palestine, it's my land. أول سؤال أو إحنا نسأل بس سؤال واحد، إذا الفلسطينيين استردوا كل فلسطين، شو رح يصير في 6 مليون إسرائيلي أو يهودي؟
بيرجعوا لمكان ما أجوا منه.
على صوتك شوي.
يعني بيرجعوا للمطرح اللي أجوا منه.
They will go back to where they came from.
What about for one who's a quarter Polish, half Yemenite, and a quarter Iraqi?
طيب والمخلطين مثلا اللي أصله بولندي ويمني وعراقي مع بعض، وين يروح؟
No, he's all mixed.
Yeah. What if he's mixed Polish, Iraqi, and Yemeni?
من مطرح يعني مسقط رأسه منين أجى علينا، هو بالنهاية هون مش أرضه.
أنا عارف.
بالضبط، وراح يكون يرجع من المطرح اللي أجى فيه، كان من العراق أو من اليمن أو بالنهاية هناك لسه موجودين يعني رايحين نرجع للمطرح اللي أجوا منه.
He has to go from wherever he came from originally, whether it was Iraq, Yemen, or
He has to go back.
other place. Yes.
What if his family was here before 1948?
طب إذا عيلته كانت موجودة هون قبل 48.
بالنهاية هو له حق المواطن يكون موجود في الدولة الفلسطينية مش في الدولة الإسرائيلية.
Well, in that term, then he would have the right to be a citizen in the Palestinian country, not the Israeli country.
When Palestinians get back Palestine of 1948, which is today Israel, what happens to the Israelis?
Okay, السؤال هو when or if
Either one, it's fine.
إذا أو لما الفلسطينيين بيسترجعوا فلسطين 48 شو بيصير في الإسرائيلية؟
الإسرائيلية أكيد رح يتدمروا لأنه فلسطين مش من حقهم.
For sure, the Israelis will be destroyed because Palestine is not their right.
Destroyed as in killed?
بالدمر يعني
يقتلوا؟
أكيد.
لازم يقتلوا.
They should be killed, yes.
لا يستردوا بالقوة.
Because what was taken by force can only be retrieved by force.
Taken back by force.
قوة طاغية يعني. إسرائيل قوة طاغية يعني أكيد ربنا في يوم رح
Because Israel is a very powerful tyrant, and I'm sure that God will for sure God will destroy them.
If Palestinians get back all of Palestine, what happens to all the Jews?
مثلا في عندنا سؤال، إذا الفلسطينيين استردوا جميع فلسطين، أوكي، شو بيصير في 6 مليون يهودي؟
بس هذا السؤال زي ما صار في مش عارف كم مليون فلسطيني في عام 48 بصير
a few million
يدبروا حالهم زي ما احنا في
will happen to the Israelis. They have to figure it out because just as they made us go everywhere and they have to do the same thing.
Okay, even the ones who were there before 1948?
حتى اللي كانوا موجودين قبل 48
and their descendants?
ايش كيف؟
مش كان في يهود قبل 48
هون في فلسطين؟ كان في أنا حسب علم الطائفة السامرية.
As to my knowledge, there were the Samarites.
Samaritans. No, but there were also Jews here.
Yeah.
There were 600,000 Jews.
كان في تقريبا 600,000 يهودي.
ما بعرف هاي المعلومة.
I don't know about this.
بعرف إنه اليهود بلشوا يجوا بالتدرج.
But
مجموعات.
all I know is that
بعدين
Jews
إجوا مرة واحدة.
came in groups, and then they came all at once. First they came gradually, and then they came all at once.
Okay.
كمان سؤال اللي هو إذا الفلسطينيين أخذوا كل فلسطين واسترجعوها كلياتها، شو بصير في 6 مليون يهودي؟
6 مليون يهودي هن اصلا كل واحد يرجع لبلده لان هن اصلا
They should all
جايين
go back
من
to their
عدة
countries
بلدان.
of origin because they have come from different countries.
Okay. What about the ones who were here before 1948?
طب واللي كانوا موجودين هون قبل 48؟
واللي كان قبل 48 ما فيش معنا مشكلة كانت معهم.
We didn't have any problems with those who lived here before the 1948.
Okay, and if most Israelis today have at least one relative from before 1948, can they stay?
طب الإسرائيليين إنه معظم الإسرائيليين في عندهم أقارب كانوا موجودين هون قبل 48 وهم هذول شو يصير فيهم؟ اللي عندهم قرايب قبل 48 كانوا موجودين هون.
إحنا رضينا لل 67 واليهود ما راضيين.
We as Palestinians agreed that we would have the 1967 borders and the Israelis didn't agree to this.
قاعدين بيقيموا مستوطنات على حدود اللي 28% أعطوهم للسلطة من مكان الضفة، قاعدين بيقيموا لسه مستوطنات عليهم.
عم
بيبنوا مستوطنات.
The Israeli government is still building settlements on the lands that they claim they gave back to the Palestinians.
Okay, but he didn't answer the question. But which Israelis can stay?
Okay, معناها أنهم الإسرائيليين أو أنهم يهود بصير يضلوا إذا إحنا استرجعنا كل فلسطين.
اللي ضلوا الأولانية مش مشكلة
عندنا. The first ones that were here before 1948 we have no problem because we have the Christians.
مسيحي في سامري عندنا.
We have the
وفي مسلمين.
We have the Samarites and we have the Muslims.
Samaritans. And even those who were born here in 1950.
طب واللي انولدوا هون اليهود اللي انولدوا هون في 1950 مثلا.
لو نرجع لعدد السكان اللي كان اليهود كانوا أقلية هنا أصلاً.
If we would go back to the original numbers of the Jews, we would find that they were a minority originally.
الأغلب كل اللي جاي من برا.
The majority who are here have come from abroad. لو الفلسطينية استرجعوا كل فلسطين، أوكي، شو بده يصير في 6 مليون يهودي؟ شو ما يصيرش whatever happens to them happens, we don't care.
But can they live here?
ممكن يعيشوا معنا في دولتنا فلسطين.
ما هن عايشين تقريبا عايشين يعني
Yes, we are living. We would think about it.
Okay, so younger woman said she'll think about it. Older woman said, did she ever have a Jewish neighbor or no?
عمره كان في عندك جار يهودي؟ عمره كان في عندكم جيران يهود؟ No. We never had Jewish neighbors.
أختي بشارع شاكر ساكنة بنابلس، كانت جارتهم يهودية شارع شاكر، وكانت
So my sister used to live somewhere in Nablus and she had a Jewish neighbor.
وكانوا عايشين يعني يفقدوها وتطل عليهم وكانت حياتها طبيعية.
They used to visit each other and they used to be friends and they would also share food together.
Oh, nice.
كانوا عايشين في أمان يعني.
And they were living safely.
Where was this?
وين كان؟
شارع كشيكة راس العين.
شارع كشيكة راس العين. That's in
Nablus.
Nablus.
So she was married to a Palestinian, obviously.
كانت متزوجة فلسطيني. السؤال هو إذا الفلسطينيين أو لما الفلسطينيين يسترجعوا فلسطين 48 شو بيصير في الإسرائيليين؟
شو بيصير؟
فيهم.
المفروض إنهم ما يكونوش أصلاً.
They're not supposed to be here in the first place.
So what happens to them?
Okay, معناها شو رح يصير فيهم؟
يرجعوا المكان ما إجوا. هم مهجرين في كل بلاد، إجوا جمعوا عنا وأخذوا أراضينا يرجعوا مكان.
They should go back to wherever they came from. They're originally immigrants and they should immigrate back to their original countries.
But what if they're mixed?
طيب وإذا كانوا مخلوطين؟
يعني بعرفش هلا ممكن يكون شيء سياسي أزود يعني أكبر مني ما بعرف كيف ممكن.
Something more political and something bigger than me. I'm not sure.
إحنا كنا قبل يعني مخلوطين كانت الأمور ماشية منيح.
We used to be mixed before and everything was going fine, but everyone should know what's theirs.
يعني الأرض إلنا وهم ضيوف أوكي.
The land is ours and they are our guests. Then okay. إذا الفلسطينيين استرجعوا كل فلسطين شو بيصير في 6 مليون يهودي؟
بتتوزع حول العالم.
They would be
separated in
They would
other
be
countries.
spread to the rest of the countries or to other countries around the world.
So they'd be thrown out.
So يعني بينطردوا.
طبعا.
Of course.
Okay. They can't stay?
No, they can't stay.
Why?
It's our land.
Even the ones who were born here?
Of course. Even the one who born here.
Even the ones who were born here before 1948?
No, those ones no. They can't stay.
Now, okay, let's say, pretend I'm Israeli, and my grandmother was born here before in 1948. Can I stay?
Yeah, you can stay.
But that's most Israelis.
No, not most Israelis born before 48.
Many Israelis.
Okay, but it's not the most. Maybe 500,000 in the
I have to now find out the numbers, but okay. First of all, do you believe, let's start with this. Do you believe in a one-state solution or a two-state solution? دولة واحد or دولتين?
فلسطين بس.
Okay, so I'll ask this. When there is Palestine in 1948 Palestine, all of it, it's all Palestine. When that happens, one state, what happens to the Jews?
لما تصير دولة واحدة شو نسوي باليهود؟
نفضل عرب. زلمة خلص إنه.
Okay.
You're gonna throw me out?
بدك تزتها برا.
You're gonna throw me out? Really?
Why?
You were now Facebook
He
friends.
was jailed. He got his ass.
Okay, but we're now Facebook friends. You're still gonna throw me out?
Ask him. He's a witness. He was walking and they caught him. And ask him what he did to him. They started hitting him with his guns.
Yeah.
They hit him so hard. They took him to jail. They tortured him for real. 6 months.